Hi, I'm Supermoon Tarot, and today we are doing a mid-monthly love reading in October for Pisces. Hi, Pisces! This is for entertainment purposes only. If the messages I have to deliver today resonate with you, awesome. If not, let them fly. I'll see you in the next one, but either way, feel free to enjoy my good vibes. Now, before I get into this, I have to tell you about some weird serendipitous moment with your astrology sign. So, the way I pick these signs is I just shuffle the tarot cards, I pull out the signs. Each card represents planets and astrology signs. So I'll pull it out and be like, oh, Aries, I'll do Aries now. That way nobody gets particular favoritism and it's all just kind of fate-based, whatever pops up. But yesterday, I got a comment from someone saying, hey, when are you doing Pisces love reading? And I was like, oh, I'm going to be doing it tomorrow. I'm going to be doing everyone's sign tomorrow. But by pure chance, this is the first one I'm recording of the day, I got Pisces first. So pretty cool. You were meant to be the first one in line. Okay, so let's get into your love reading. We've got Knight of Swords in reverse, Nine of Wands in reverse, and Eight of Pentacles upright. Wow, you you are burned out. You are tired. So I'm gonna be doing the best I can to switch between couples and singles. So for couples, I do want to mention that it looks like you are just kind of caught up in the day-to-day grind and it's just bogging you out. It's totally using up all that inner passion and fire you have internally in you that you can bring over in the, bedroom or just romance in general. And you're just, it's starting to make you feel unfocused. You're just feeling tired. You're feeling burnt out. You're feeling spent. And your mind is maybe not the most focused on it, which is okay. That doesn't point to anything negative between you and your partner. It's just like, it looks like love-wise, you're just kind of, if you feel super tired, don't be surprised. But for single people, I can see over here, you have been working very hard on the whole, like, this would be social profile type of situation where you've been working on your profile, trying to swipe right, trying to go on dates. Again, similar sort of grind mentality. You could be using Grindr and you're just kind of tired and you're like, where is the love of my life? Where are they? This is annoying. I'm giving it my all. I'm trying to have a good attitude, but it is just starting to, like I said before, burn me out. It's starting to exhaust me. I don't know how much I'm starting to become, I don't want to say bitter because I'm not getting a card that implies that, but you're just feeling sort of, you're starting to feel defensive when you move forward into other dates because you've had some bumpy ones along the way. And when you go out to go meet someone, you kind of had so many, like, it's just not been working out right now that you're starting to just, like, as soon as you meet someone, you're trying to put on your best face, but you're already like, is this gonna work? You're already kind of not glass half empty perspective, just a little bit on edge if it's going to work out or not, which is understandable. You're tired, you're burnt out, like we said a million times. So let's pull some more cards. We've got Strength upright. We've got the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. And we've got Five of Swords. Okay, yeah, so back to couples again. It looks like there has been a little bit of, you're not exactly in sync with your partner right now. Again, because potentially your partner might be burnt out too. But either way, it's not that anything's too awful. It's just you feel a little off with your partner. Maybe you bicker a little bit quicker than you normally would, or you're just like, why are we fighting again? I don't even know why. Why am I so ornery about this at the moment? Now, the cool thing about this is, with the Wheel of Fortune, what up comes up must come down, and what comes down must come up. So it looks like that there is going to be a breaking of this cycle that you've been out of whack with, and there's a bit of a solution going on with your particular problem. The bedroom. So Strength is all about the harmony via the mind, body, and spirit, right? There's different versions of harmony and balance, and whether it's spiritual or whatever. For you, your missing component is you just need a little let off a little steam and kind of have that sort of reconnect with your partner. And this, to me, is a very positive sign that it will go very well. In fact, you should try to go out of your way to, when you feel angry, being like, you know what, can we just stop fighting and go have fun? Let's just go have fun in the bedroom right now. Let's not even talk about it. Let's let it go. And maybe spend a little less time being focused on the things that are exhausting you about the day-to-day in life, and more just focus on the excitement of seeing your partner. This is going to be the thing that not only makes your relationship feel a little more smooth again and kind of helps the upward swing and break all of this type of situation, but in general, as like a human being, it's going to give you that fire again that you feel like you've been really being drained out or extinguished out of you, like we said before. Now, for single people, again, this is just getting repeated again with the whole concept underneath here with the constant battling. You're really, this is a card where it says that like you are kind of at a point of being very determined with finding this partner that you're like, I don't care that I'm not meeting the person right now. I'm going to make this happen. I am not giving up. I'm going to just keep pushing through. I know I'm not feeling my best right now, and I know things aren't great, but I'm going to make it happen. And you almost feel like there's this wall between you and your special someone, this you know they're right there on the other side. You know there could be all this good stuff, but you feel like you're particularly honed in and focused on what you don't like what is happening. So your attention is solely based on what isn't going your way. And the good news is that there is something on the other side. And the good news is with Wheel of Fortune, the whole like not things going your way necessarily. You just, I wouldn't describe it as bad luck. You don't have to worry about anything like following you negatively. It's more just like, it's just inconvenient coincidences. Like, you happen to swipe right on this person rather than this person. You dated this person first and the other person wasn't able to line up with your date, so on and so forth type of situation. But anyways, the point is, this is a swing. This will change. This is just a temporary situation. And the good news is there is somebody hanging out on the other side. There is a goodness. And these cards are just to kind of remind you where you need to like put your perspective again, and where you can focus it, because you're focused a little too much on the fight and you're focused a little too much on what isn't happening. Now keep in mind, I do really get your perspective. You focusing on the fight is what's giving you the drive to keep pushing forward despite things not going your way. So totally understandable you got into that perspective. So let's just pull a few more cards to see if your fate's gonna change though anytime soon. Got the Hermit in reverse, Eight of Cups in reverse. Oh, and King of Cups upright. Okay, yes, I have very happy good news to tell you. So, okay, keep going. You do need to, I would probably suggest taking but a second to kind of pull back, realign yourself, get connected to the emotional side of yourself. Now, I'm not accusing you of not being emotional, but sometimes when we're like fighting to push forward, it's very mental, it's very fiery. Maybe if it is emotional, it's very out of balance. Take a second, connect to who you are, your intuition, that who you are, like just be like happy. Go watch something that reminds you how great it is to be in love, and just focus on that type of energy. Focus on feeling in sync with yourself. Find that maturity and get back out there, because I see promising things for you. So with the Hermit card in reverse, this talks about how this is the time period that you've taken a second, be like, I gotta pull away from the fight for a moment. Let me just pull back and think about things. And this is about you taking that knowledge and you're going back out. But I also consider this a really beautiful kind of conclusive card, because this is not about going back out and then going back in again, then going back out and then go back in. This is like a sign to me, especially with the lantern pointing, guiding the way, that this is it. It's going to happen. It's coming your way. And then with the Eight of Cups, both of these beautifully are leaning into each other. This talks about one last time, trying it one last time. Again, a very positive like finale. It feels very intense because you're like, one last time, I'm gonna just do this. I'm gonna put on my best attitude. I'm gonna go forward. But both of these point to, especially with them being so honed in on, focused on each other, that they're coming. They're coming soon. Trust me. You just gotta get it together one last time, find a second to breathe, and then go out there more focusing your intention in what you want out of the relationship rather than what hasn't happened yet and what you've been through. You kind of have to have temporary amnesia. I see you during this time period experience a great sense of emotional openness. You seem really in control of yourself and feel really in sync, and you've got the right kind of energy to draw that person towards you. So I do see like a really positive flip despite it not, you're kind of like going through it not feeling great initially. Now let me just pull one last oracle card to see if there's anything last to say. Oh my god, I love, one of my favorite things is when tarot and spirit kind of like call you out in the nicest, but I consider it the cheekiest of ways. So Peaks of Joy in reverse talk about the idea of, are you focused a little too much on the concept that it can refer to materialism, like money, it can refer to the perfect relationship. Are you saying that you can't be happy until you receive that, and that you need to have the connection that you can have that now, and not only will you feel more in alignment with yourself, but this is like the starting of then being able to attract the person around you, which is really beautiful. Remember, think if you're a believer of like law of attraction, manifestation, if you're into spells and everything, it's all about putting out there now the present tense, and then having that reflected and brought back to you, if that makes sense. So that definitely makes sense where you were perspective-wise in the beginning and where it will end. So just, totally understandable where you've been. Try to redirect yourself, but I see good things for you. So really awesome. If you enjoyed this reading, please give a like, a thumbs up, all that positive stuff. It helps out like you would not believe. Consider subscribing if you aren't already. Either way, have a beautiful day. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.